Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me in this space. I'm here to do a reading, and yeah, I just wanted to offer this to everyone who might need it. As always with tarot, take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, let's get into it. February. Happy Aquarius season, by the way. So excited for this one. Take this course, put it right there. So the first card out is the World card. So this is our overall energy for the month of February. Or, whenever you come to this tarot reading, tarot is timeless. So the World card is really special in tarot. It speaks of a cycle closing, a chapter, a sort of like understanding of yourself, maybe your spirituality. We have Temperance coming out, as well as the Queen of Swords. So this feels like a huge evolution in both your spirituality as well as like your own just like understanding of who you are, your overall sense of yourself is maturing. You're able to step further into your own truth and your own way of living. Queen of Swords is the survivor of the tarot. She's a true warrior. She's been through all the swords, and she comes out as this like queen energy, this mature, blessed being in this world, especially with Temperance coming out first after the World card. So this is like monumental spiritual shift, a great deepening into your spirit and what spirit is, the ways in which spirit is able to come through to you. It seems this strengthening, and the signs become clearer, and your connection just like evolves and deepens and reaches this depth that you hadn't known before as the World comes out. And the Queen of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, that deepening of your intuitional knowing, that willingness to look at these like deep parts of ourselves, these sacred parts of ourselves, and being honest with ourselves in that space, and allowing yourself to be human, and getting to a point of maturing where you truly begin to understand what it is to be a human being on this earth, and what it is to be, also a spiritual being on this earth, as we all are. And just this like huge transformative energy coming through here of deepening, of like honesty and questioning, and a willingness to question who you are, because you now have this connection to spirit, to your ancestors, to your guides. You've allowed them even further in your life, and you've deepened that faith in a much more powerful and influential way now. A part of you now is, with spirit, and vice versa. It's like something now that cannot be separated out from you. And it never really could have been, but I think you're just now beginning to really understand what it is to be led by spirit and your guides, or your guides, whatever it is that you connect with on the other side, whether it's your ancestors or, people who've passed in your life that you're now leaning on for support. And the Wheel of Fortune coming out upright. So yeah, wow, it's here now. This transformative energy, it's with you now. It's within you. You cannot be separated out from it. The timing is now. Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing too. And the Page of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, I love this. So the Page of Pentacles is the student of the tarot. He is willing to continue to dive deeper and deeper into his studies. And I just, wow, there's so much that like comes from this maturing, as well as like this understanding that you may be now a master of some sort, and yet you're also always willing to be a student still. And that is just like a key to your success, I suppose, a key to gaining even deeper in this connection to spirit, in your own connection to your own intuitive knowing, into your ability to step forth into your truth. And God, these are, I don't know if you know tarot a little bit, you definitely know how powerful these cards are that just came out. The World card coming out first as this overarching energy of like completing a cycle in your life, a major chapter, because directly after that, the Temperance with the Queen of Swords coming out, knowing that like you're allowing spirit to lead you into this next evolution of your growth, both in your own living your truth and in your own intuitive knowing of like deepening this connection to yourself and trusting yourself to guide you. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out and the Page of Pentacles, just like so much like beginning energy and so much ending energy. And you know, I see that you're just willing to read the signs all around you, looking outward of yourself as well as within yourself to read the signs, seeing them in maybe the birds around you or the butterflies or in cloud shapes or in smoke, and wow, in just like opening yourself to the world, you become this next evolution of who you were meant to become. And it's so beautiful and it's so powerful. I'm going to take another deck and maybe clarify some of these cards. Clarify. 2 of coins, yeah. Wow, that's so beautiful, because in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we've got, ooh, okay, so in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the 2 of coins is the image of the person kind of balancing and juggling these 2 coins while the infinite symbol runs between them, which is your connection to the divine. That infinite symbol connects you to the other side. And it's also like a recognition that you do only have 2 hands and you don't have to do it all. With the Magician upside down coming out right after that, clarifying this, that you are exactly where you should be, and although you have it all within you, you don't have to solely lean on yourself all the time. Like, Spirit wants you to be able to lean on it when you feel called to, when you need that extra support. And not just Spirit, but like the people in your life that really want the best for you and who are looking out for you. But knowing that like Spirit's all around you all the time, and it doesn't have to be searching for something external. It can be a feeling within your own heart that connects you to this temperance energy, this beautiful, balanced energy of, you know, source energy, feeling that oneness with source again. Clarify. Ooh, yeah, wow. Oh, I should show you this card. This is the High Priestess. So that is just gorgeous energy. The Queen of Swords being clarified by the High Priestess. High Priestess is that next evolution in your spiritual step. It's that divine connection to the moon, to the stars, to your own intuitive knowing. It's a willingness to stand tall in who you are and stand firm in your knowing and be courageous in that space. And yeah, it's kind of like touching on those, reading the signs, living in the cycles of humanness, living in the cycles of what it is to be human, and accepting that you are human. Wow. Oof. And the Three of Cups coming out. Three of Cups is, for me, I like to associate that card with my honorable ancestors, with my spirit guides, with source energy, and, deep friendships as well. But just like our guides that are helping us along our path, and leaning on those guides as you develop further, and knowing that they're around you. This is twice clarifying that you have guides out there. You have like spiritual warriors fighting for you, and that they want to see you succeed, and they want to be by your side as you like evolve through different steps and through different like parts of who you are. Queen of Cups clarified by the Chariot. Ooh, Cancer energy. The Chariot. I associate the Chariot with a very a soft interior. A very like strong and stable exterior with a really soft and mushy interior, and like a high regard for that soft and mushy interior as well, because that's what connects you to spirit. That softness, your emotions, your intuitive knowing, that deepening within yourself is what allows us to connect to spirit. If you're not connected to your emotions, there's a lot that can come from that, from deepening those connections. Got a couple of cards on the ground. Wow, strength. With an emphasis, okay, so yeah, strength and the Nine of Rods upside down coming out, clarifying that like, you are strong. You're strong. You're stronger than you know. You're strong in the way that you soften even, and in not being so defensive, but really recognizing that defensiveness to lead you to something even deeper about yourself, and something even more sacred, I suppose. That recognition that sometimes that defensiveness is covering up something a little more tender on the inside, and you're willing to step over that discomfort and into these parts of yourselves that maybe didn't always feel comfortable for you to go into. You're now understanding just the strength that comes from that. And the traditional Rider-Waite strength is the maiden stroking the beast, like that tenderness that comes from like accepting both your shadow and your light, and a willingness to excuse my crazy neighbor, a willingness to be in those spaces and not try to run from them, not try to escape them, but to stand in them and be in that place. Queen of Pentacles. Now we've got 3 queens on this table. So the Queen of Pentacles is the master manifester. It is the coming into fruition of what the magician manifests and actually living those manifestations. Knowing that you've done the work and you deserve these blessings that are now coming your way, and standing firm in that knowing, not allowing fear or doubt to come in the way. And the Hierophant, beautiful energy, blessing this reading. Hierophant is the teacher, the guide, the influencer, the influence. It's a teacher. It's being willing to be your own teacher and knowing that, you are guiding yourself, As nice as it is to have a guide, it's almost more empowering to know that you are your own guide. You are the spiritual person that you needed to develop deeper into your spirituality. And you have a lot more power in your voice, in speaking your truth, and in influencing the people around you than you ever thought possible. And there is something so infinitely powerful about that recognition. So as a Page of Pentacles clarifier, we have the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is an amazing energy of kind of leaning into that childlike wonder again, and being willing to be in that childlike space as well. That student space, but not even just a student, like that, the excitement that comes when you're a child of learning a new thing, or like finding a new toy and like wanting to live in that world, and deepen your connection to that world. It's a really special feeling that I think that we kind of move away from as we grow older, but these cards are really urging us to like hold true to that wonder and like lean into your inner child and approach the world again with that curiosity that children have naturally, that we all had within us naturally and still do, but have like perhaps lost a little bit of connection to it. But that is actually a lot more powerful. I mean, maturing is just as powerful as like diving deeper into this like spirit of the child. We need both to hold faith and to move from this space of faith. Maybe we'll clarify the world too, just while I'm at it. Clarify the world card overarching this. Yeah, wow, that's funny. The cards that end it, the card that begin it. This one wants to come out too. Ooh, okay, beautiful. So we got, these cards all fell on the ground, so I'll show them to you. The first card that came out was actually the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And this card really is beautiful because it signifies not only that, yes, we are stepping into a more childlike state of wonder, but by doing that, we're actually evolving and mastering our craft and delving even deeper into the depths of who we are. And that is such a state of stepping further along our path and actually continuing to evolve and mature into these next versions of ourselves. And the 4 of Coins coming out after that. And the 4 of Coins for me is one of you know, knowing your worth, knowing your boundaries, standing firm in those boundaries, and setting yourself up so that you can express yourself and express who you truly are, and holding to these sacred values that you have, without having to like prove yourself to anybody, or you know, feel bad about setting firm boundaries and stepping forth into like what you know you need and what you know you deserve. With the Tower coming out in reverse, after that, to end the reading, and that is just like knowing that you went through this Tower moment and you've made it through the other end. You have gone through this evolution, you've gone through this powerful change, and you are stronger because of it. You are this next best version of yourself, and you continue to step forth into that. And, you know, it's just like such deep medicine, the Tower, and having the world here to clarify this Tower, knowing that you are now stepping out of that space and into this beautiful next chapter of your life, of continuing to grow and evolve and deepen your sense of self and sense of self-worth. And this is one of the most powerful readings I've read in so long. I just feel this great release, such warmth. I feel spirit so present in these cards, and so present in this reading right now. And I just want you all to know just how protected you really are, and how much more guided and protected you are than maybe you even realize. And allowing yourself to be guided and protected in that way, because you do deserve it. You have been through the Tower, you've been through these difficult moments, you've been through so much challenge, and you're allowed to evolve now and allowed to step forth even more firmly than you were before, because clearly you've already made it out. All of these cards have already clarified that. You've made it past this Tower moment, but now it's just like, do you feel that? Do you let yourself feel that release now that comes from that? And how can you lean even further into that relief and that release? Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm like in love with this reading. This is amazing. Yeah, and I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. And I will see you guys in the next video very soon.